Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I hope you are very well today. We are currently in Kyrgyzstan on the south shore of Issyk-Kul Lake, and today we are going to be visiting Fairy Tale Canyon, aka Skazka Canyon. Join me on this magical adventure as we explore the stunning rock formations and beautiful colours that are in this place. Fairy Tale Canyon is a place where fantasy comes to life with its breathtaking views, its intricate shapes and its beautiful colours. Hopefully today we're going to get to immerse ourselves in the beauty of this landscape. We'll discover what awaits for us today, and hopefully you guys can come along with us and do it virtually. But before we do that, if you can subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell and give this video a like, that will do wonders for our channel. Thank you so much. Now let's jump in. Hello, how are you? Here we go, Fairy Tale Canyon. Luca is trying to have a conversation with a taxi driver
I don't know.
in Russian. It's not going well. I can't really understand each other.
Ну, киргизы как живет? Кыргызы
Kyrgyz.
как живет?
This part of Kyrgyzstan around the lake is really beautiful, I have to say. On one side you can sit out on the lake, have a swim. Behind you have the Tian Shan mountain range as well, so it's quite diverse here. And the weather's been really good the last couple of days, plenty of sunshine, so hopefully I think we're going to be lucky today and get more of it, so it should make this trek and adventure a little bit more easy. So we're actually staying in a place called Barskoon. Well, really we're outside of Barskoon, but it's a very quiet area near Tamga. It's probably a little bit more famous, but again, there's not much to do here. That's the beauty of it. You can just kind of take it easy and enjoy the landscape around you. As I said before, we're on the southern shore of Issyk-Kul Lake, and it's about 300 kilometers from the capital, Bishkek. So a lot of people do come here straight from Bishkek and they can explore the canyon as well, but we're actually going around the lake to see what's on offer, and so far it's been great. We are getting a taxi for 1500 som, so it works out at about 16 euro, who's going to bring us from our hotel to the canyon. He's going to wait for us there for a few hours and then bring us back to our hotel. So overall it's quite a good deal, I think, so we're pretty happy with that. If you're coming from Karakol city, it's about 2.5 hours. It's about 112 kilometers. You can of course get the marshruta here as well for about 100-150 som per person. You do have to wait though until they are full, so there's no set schedule, so you can be delayed a little bit if there's not enough people to start the journey. Just be aware as well, if you are planning a trip to Fairy Tale Canyon after 5 p.m, it can be a little bit difficult to find a marshruta or a taxi, so just do that in advance. One thing we noticed in Kyrgyzstan is it's very uncommon for taxis to have seatbelts. Yes, you've heard me correctly. It can be quite difficult to find a seatbelt, and the driving is quite dangerous. A lot of people try to overtake where they should not be overtaking, but somehow it works. We haven't seen an accident, but we have had a few near misses, so just be prepared for that when you are visiting Kyrgyzstan. This really looks like something out of the Midwest in the US. It's just horses, canyon, no people around, very few people around, but it's really beautiful. I really hope we don't meet another car coming the opposite way, because the driver's nippy enough and it's like a slalom road. Very hard to see around the corner. So fingers crossed we make it there in one piece. So here we are, Fairy Tale Canyon. And I can already see why people call this a Fairy Tale Canyon. It is spectacular, it is otherworldly. The red sandstone is really beautiful, and it does kind of feel like we're just roaming around here on Mars or something. It's surreal really. It's very tricky to walk here. The path is quite narrow, so bring decent footwear. Don't come in sandals or anything like that. There is a wall here called the Chinese Wall, and I believe it is based on the Great Wall of China because of the similarity in the way that it looks. And to be honest, this kind of looks like a wall here. There's Lupe. Hello, Lupe. Yeah, pretty awesome here. And even look behind me, you can see all the amazing red sandstone. Look at that. Oh, very cool. Look at this for a unique, beautiful landscape. Who needs the Grand Canyon when you have the Fairy Tale Canyon? But you do have to be careful when you're walking. It's very slippery and very narrow. Basically, you can go either side here. So be careful. Behind me, you can probably see what looks like the remains of a fortress. It isn't. But to me, that's what I see when I look in here. Of course, you have all these interesting shapes. They're very mesmerizing and they're very cool to look at. And your imagination can play a lot of games with you because it's just all natural here. There is no man-made structures. It's just one of these unbelievable, unique landscapes that Kyrgyzstan has. So our taxi driver only wanted us to stay. Wow, I nearly fell there. Our taxi driver basically told us that 1 hour would be enough. We kept pushing for 2 because anywhere we go, we're much slower than everybody else, it seems. But this place doesn't seem to be that big. Maybe an hour would prove to be enough, but we'll have to just wait and see as we go. This is definitely one of the most unique places in Kyrgyzstan that we've been. And we've been to many amazing places here. Issyk-Kul Lake, Ala-Archa, Issyk-Kul Lake. So many places Kyrgyzstan has to offer, and I'm slowly but surely falling in love with this country. As well, this is a dry valley, so there's no lakes, there's no rivers, there's no nothing flowing through it. It's completely dry. It's a tough landscape here, but it is special. Have a look at this. You can really see what looks like a wall, the foundation of a wall split right down the middle here, going all the way along here. That is amazing. We did see one car full of tourists pull up just when we were arriving, but we haven't seen anybody since then, and just it's so quiet around here. Me and Lupe, and that's it. Like, look at this. You can really see why there's comparisons made with the Great Wall of China. It looks like it's running the whole way along here in this amazing setting, but no, it's all natural. And if you're wondering how this natural landscape came to be, it's simply down to the wind. Over years, the wind was polishing these rocks, making them into the amazing sculptures that we see today. And it's a magnificent sight to see. I can't believe we're here still. So long we've been planning this trip. And again, to be in such a beautiful place so far away from home is really magical. You definitely have to mind your step here though. Oh shit. Quite difficult. If you look all the way back over here, you can see this Chinese wall. It comes the whole way along here, right up to where we are, and finishes up here. Me and Lupe are both kind of struggling to believe that this is not man-made, because when you look at it, it looks so familiar, but so unique in its own way.
Yeah, I just can't believe it's not man-made. It's so clearly shaped as a wall, so...
Yeah. I can see my house from here. So now we're going to try and go right up there. Looks a bit steep, but we'll give it a go. So as you can see behind me, a little bit of a steep drop. Another one just here. So you do have to be careful. You don't want to come up here, like I said before, with sandals or with runners that do not have any grip. It can be dangerous, but the views are certainly worth it. Lupe has a very unique way of getting down these steep hills. Keep going. You're doing well. After spending some time in the mountains of Kyrgyzstan, Issyk-Kul Lake, Al-Archa, wow, again, falling all over the place here. It's very difficult to think that what you're seeing behind me, which looks like Mars, by the way, is in fact beside the Issyk-Kul Lake in Kyrgyzstan. You just get so much diversity here in this amazing country in Central Asia. If you want a place that is full of diversity, full of adventure, then Kyrgyzstan is going to be full of it. The higher you go up here as well, obviously the better view that you get. And behind me you can see the lake as well, Issyk-Kul Lake. What a beautifully clear, clean lake. Now, get the popcorn ready, get the tissues ready, because I'm about to tell you a very interesting tale about this part of the world. It is said that Issyk-Kul Lake used to be a dry valley where plenty of ancient civilizations and cities lived before. There was a very, very beautiful girl there who had a secret admirer. Now, this secret admirer was actually a dragon, and this dragon fell deeply in love, but unfortunately for the dragon, the love was not returned and he was absolutely furious. So the dragon threatened to submerge the entire valley with water. There were plenty of wells in the region, and basically all the citizens of the valley covered the wells, but one night the beautiful girl left one of the wells open. She forgot to cover it, and therefore the dragon could act. He flooded the valley entirely, and today that is what you have here in Issyk-Kul Lake behind me. It is said as well that because of the absolute beauty that the dragon had created. He turned the rock here into the canyon that we have today. Thus, Fairy Tale Canyon was born on the southern shore of Issyk-Kul Lake. That sounds absolutely believable to me, doesn't it? Let me know in the comments if you believe it or not. Very glad we got the 2 hours here. One, definitely wouldn't have been enough. We wouldn't have seen everything that there is on offer here, because you can walk around, and to be honest, I think you could probably do 3 hours here if you're taking your time. You want to kind of cover every inch, because it is spectacular here, and it's not often you come and explore a place like this. There really are so many unique shapes and structures around here. And again, I keep going back to the fact that none of this is man-made. It's all natural, thanks to the winds that blow here. It shapes and polishes the stone that we see in front of us. And the colours, it's not just red sandstone. We see yellows, we see greens, we see a variety of different colours, and it really adds something special to this part of the world. Here we have a much deeper red sandstone, really beautiful, kind of common to the colour that we've seen in India through a lot of the architecture there as well, which is nice. Right now, I'm just waiting for the aliens to show up, because if you look around, this is basically like the moon or like Mars or like one of those planets floating out in the sky. And the colour, the shapes, the vibe here is quite interesting. Never experienced anything like this before, I have to say. Someone is flying a drone around here as well, and I'm so disappointed I couldn't bring my drone on this trip. The footage here would have been absolutely amazing, but look, the laws are the laws, we can't break them or we're going to end up in trouble. But someday I'm going to come back to Kyrgyzstan with my drone and get this valley. It's so cool. In the rocks behind me you can see it's like someone came along with a paintbrush and 4 or 5 different colours and just started painting lines up and down through the canyon. It's absolutely beautiful, and with the sunlight shining high here in the sky at the moment, it really gives off a really nice effect. It's absolutely spectacular here. I'm walking around here as well, and I'm thinking this place must be filled with different fossils, different dinosaurs as well, all different animals from centuries if not millennia ago. And it feels like there's a lot of history in here, there's a lot of legend, and it's such a fun place to explore. I'm really loving it here. As well, we did read on the blogs that you had to pay like 50 som in here, but there was no one when we arrived, so we got away without paying. But I wouldn't even mind paying, to be honest. It's so little here, and it is worth it. It's definitely worth coming here for half a day's exploration at a minimum. But it's quite something. This is definitely just a place you can come and get lost for 2 or 3 hours, roaming around in silence on your own, or if you're coming with a partner or a group of friends, fine too, but it's just eerily quiet, very beautiful and very unusual. It's not something you see every day by no stretch of the imagination. It's completely new to anything I'm familiar with. But highly recommended coming to Fairy Tale Canyon in Kyrgyzstan. And of course, just as I say, the quiet is one of the best things about this place. You have a group of annoying tourists behind me pumping out music as loud as they can into the atmosphere, taking away from the serenity and ruining the experience. Thanks guys! They even have yurts here in the canyon as well, so I assume if you want to come and stay overnight in Fairy Tale Canyon, you can do that. And interestingly enough, It was actually our taxi driver playing the music here today as well, so it wasn't the tourist, it was the taxi driver. So we're back at the hotel now, and what can I say, Fairy Tale Canyon was absolutely majestic. It's a really cool place to go. I hope as well that you got something from this video. Hopefully it will help you plan a trip here in the future as well. Obviously from the canyon, from Issyk-Kul, from Arsha, Kyrgyzstan has so much natural beauty, and I really am starting to fall in love with this country as a tourist destination. Obviously, you don't need to spend the whole day at the canyon, but you can make some very cool memories. It does remind me of another planet like Mars, like you're walking around, seeing a different landscape. It's so quiet as well. It really adds something very special. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like, leave us a comment below, and let us know what you thought of the canyon. Would you like to visit here someday, or do you think it wouldn't be for you? Do let us know. If you want to see another one of our adventures here in Kyrgyzstan, click up here. I'll put a link to another video, and hopefully you enjoy that one too. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.